Houston Texans. I'll be back with you again with scores.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Goff. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Fletcher Cox is a 1st-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Goff throwing again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A 1st carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his 1st Pro Bowl last year. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Trubisky. He spots Henderson open left side. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
After review of the play,
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The end result, 21 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Goff now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He gets it left side to Johnson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Play action. It's gone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Trubisky. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run here with Henderson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Catch is made by Harry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with a couple of new playoff teams from a year ago.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Aguilar has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Gets around him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 30 yards there.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown.
Under review.
Trubisky's pass complete to A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Oakland.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
From the gun, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Goff. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Stay with your man.
From the 50, it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he spins free. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is gone. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody with pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now looking to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Raiders, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the struggle